Hello guys, from today we will start our new section and it is a quite important section of DBMS, that is relational database design. Yes, design. It's all about designing the relational database, how we can design the relational database, what its features should be, what are the problems comes under designing it, and how we can remove it. So all things comes under relational database design. The most two important part of this section is functional dependency and the normalization. So we will discuss in the later videos. Today's our topic is features of relational database design. So what kind of features it should have while designing the relational database? So what are the characteristics or what are the points which should be kept in mind while designing relational database? So we will discuss each and everything. Let's see. The relational database design refers to the construction of database on the basis of 4 parameters which provide a guideline. That means relational database, which is basically construction of a database on the basis of 4 parameters. That means a relational database designer keep 4 parameters in mind which gives a guideline while designing a database. Okay guys, so there are the 4 parameters which a designer should keep in mind so he can design a database very smoothly or remove the many problems which comes under the relational database design. So first parameter is semantics of attributes. That means it refers to the meaning of each individual attribute. Here is that in a table, suppose in a table we have a table and there is a column which is its name is not which is creates some confusion. A column which creates some confusion, its meaning is not meaningful, we can say that. So that means that we should create an attribute which is meaningful, which gives some meaning, which gives a meaningful name. So guideline comes under is designing a relational schema so that it is easy to explain its meaning. Relational database should be that in a attribute, its name should be a meaningful, we can explain it is that, or a new user comes and if we read it, that column name, so it should be remember that yeah, is this column name, is that column name. Okay, so our main thing is do not combine attributes from multiple entity types. That means we should not combine that many column name in a one column name, or we can say that from many table we should not combine many attribute in it, so it will create a problem of semantics. Okay, meaningful, it will not give meaningful name. After that, it is a reducing redundant information from tuple. Redundant information means a duplicate value, so we should reduce the duplicate values from the rows or the tuples. Duplicate values should not be present in the multiple tuples. Yes, there should not be multiple redundant value. 1 or 2 maybe exist, 3 maybe exist, but if it is frequently it is existing, then it will create some problem for you. Okay, the guideline designing a database so that no insertion, deletion or updation anomaly is there. Yeah, this is the main problem while making a database. So there are some anomalies, that is the main problem, that is insertion, deletion and updation while designing our database. So if there is a redundant value, we can have some problems of insertion, deletion and updation of the records in that table. Okay guys, so we will discuss this whole topic, the different anomalies while designing the database. We will discuss completely. Okay. Third point is the reducing null values in tuples. Yes, we should reduce the null values in the rows. How? The value of an attribute should not be frequently null. Okay guys, so there should not be a column or in which the tuples have the frequently null values. We should remove that. Okay, guidelines avoid including such attributes in declaration. So we have such attributes, so we should remove that attribute from that table and take it in some other table. Okay, fourth is that disallowing the possibility of generation of spurious tuple. We should avoid or disallowing the possibility, so a spurious tuple should not be created or generated frequently. That means if we trying to join 2 tables, so 2 tables should be joined on the basis of common attributes, so no extra tuples should generate or the meaningless tuples should generate. Let's say it refers to avoid the generation of spurious tuple. Spurious tuple means extra tuple. Okay, guidelines design the relational schema so that they can be joined with the equality condition on a common attribute. If there are two tables and we want to join them, so there should be a column attribute. On that basis we should join on the equality condition. If this column and this column, these values are equal, then we can get the then we will not get the spurious tuple. In some cases we have seen that their attributes should be same. Name does not matter, but attributes, that means their data values should be same, then we can join. But there is a problem that if they do not contain any common values, then there will be, then the extra spurious tuple will be there. So we should avoid that thing. So we should disallow that possibilities. Okay guys, so these are the basically 4 parameters on which we can think and design the relation database, and these are the 4 guidelines which comes under this parameters. So guys, in the next session we will start our functional dependency and normalization side by side. We will discuss what are they, what are the problems, what are the different anomalies in designing, we will discuss. Okay guys, if you like my video, so please share it with friends, and please guys follow the playlist of these videos, and its link is under the description of this video guys. Thank you.